So I'm hecka late, and you know, that's me on a day-to-day basis, and that is a habit that I need to get together. I know that it is 12 o'clock in the morning, but I had some things to do today, and I got it done. So I still said that before I lay my head down to have my holy slumber, I am going to still do this video. It'll probably be up Friday, but I want to do it anyway. But today's topic for this inspirational video is certainty in times of uncertainty. What we got going on today, no matter what it is, and I can't say it because of course they're taking videos down if you say the name. But what we have going on right now, everything, count it all up. These are times of uncertainty. We never know what's going to happen next. A lot of people can say that that's life in general. Absolutely. However, there is one thing that is always certain, one thing that never changes, one thing that is always in the same position, one thing that stays where it is and is consistent and dependable and faithful. The Lord. The Lord is the certainty in the time of uncertainty. Right now, we have so many things going on that it is hard to even put them down in a list because there's so much going on at one time. And it can be hard to face because as human beings, sometimes we don't know how to deal with what we're going through. We don't know how to face it. We don't know how to come about it. We don't know how to put together a strategic plan so that way it'll come out on the better side. But here's the thing. The Lord doesn't need us to come up with a strategic plan of how to get through this. Our position is to have faith, pray, and stay put. God knew what was going to happen before it happened. And so, therefore, with him being who he is, as mighty and as wonderful as he is, he knows the time and place for all things. Even when we're sitting, scratching our head, wondering when and what's finna happen and why is this happening and why is that over there being like that and what is this over here, why are people getting sick, what is all that? God knows all and he has the answer. And being his children, we have to be patient because there is a reason for all things, whether you want to look at it on the spiritual side or the natural side. There is a reason for all things. Trust me. Shout out to Naya for saying so. Things happen for a reason. And I know that's a little strange. Naya is one of Baby Bear's friends. But we were on a trip. And I had heard it before, but it hit differently when she said it. I don't know why. You ever heard a saying all of your life, but it takes a person to say it, and maybe it's the situation you're in or the context that you're in, and when they say it, it makes more sense. That things happen for a reason. Things are going to come about for a reason. At the time it does, at the place it does, and why it happens. And so all that's going on, we must stay put and remember our foundation. And understand that our foundation will never crack, it'll never rock, and it'll never be moved. Because it is a rock, and it is the Lord. He's the rock. He is the rock that keeps us planted and keeps us on solid ground. And so even with what we're going through, whatever situation you want to put your focus to, whatever problem you want to put your focus to, understand that no matter what it is, God still sits on the throne. He is still Alpha and Omega. He is still the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords. He is still the head and not the tail, above and not beneath, first and not last. So therefore, with him being in that position and being the mighty God that he is, as his children, we too should not be so shaken up by what's going on. And when I say that, I do not mean not pay attention to it. Because what is going on is worth your attention. It absolutely is. It is worth your attention and it is worth your time. Because it affects us as people all together. Not just one community, not just one group, whatever it is. It affects all of us as human beings. However, even with that being said, the Lord is still number one. And he knows all. And who better to go to when times are uncertain and you just don't know what's going to happen next? We're all uncomfortable right now. It doesn't feel good to see what's going on every day. You turn on the news and this is what you see. This is what you hear. It's always something new. Something happened. This person said this. This happened over here. That over there happened. And you feel helpless because it's like there's nothing that you can do. And during this time, people wish they had a Superman and a Wonder Woman and a Hulk and whatever it is to help fix what's going on. However, let's come to the realization that we don't have those fictional characters. We don't. We do not have those characters. I am sorry. And so, therefore, we must lean on what we know. Now, again, disclaimer, if you are not Christian, we are not here on this channel to beat you over the head with the Bible to say you need to know God. You need to be a Christian. No, honey, that ain't what we do. That take up too much time. That's not what we finna do. You do what you want to do. You live your life the way you want to live your life. That is between you and God or whoever it is that you serve, and we respect that. However, on this channel, we serve the Lord and the Lord alone. And so that's the way that we're going to come about these inspirational videos. But we will be adding in the spiritual and the natural in as well, so that way it can appeal to all audiences. However, we will not shy away about talking about the Lord, because we are not ashamed of him and he's not ashamed of us. But that is the end of this video. Just remember that God is a certainty in this time. And the only thing we can do is sit back and let him do the work that he's going to do. There's nothing we can do except for pray and have faith and stand on his word. But I hope you guys have enjoyed this inspirational video. Again, I'm so sorry for it being so late, but I was not going to lay my head down and not do my duty. So, yes, and I will see you guys in the next video.